What's up everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are enjoying your day. In today's video I'm going to be trying out the moss nail trend. I had to jump on this trend because I've been seeing these type of nails all over Instagram and TikTok, and they are so my aesthetic, so I was like, I have to do a set like my way. And I love the way they came out. They really remind me of a dream garden. If I had one, it would look just like this, I swear to God. But yeah, I did receive some new products from Melodysusie that I'm going to be using in the video today. So I'm just going to do a little unboxing before the tutorial, as I usually do. So they sent me over this mini UV LED rechargeable lamp. It's shaped like a little circle. It's pretty cool. It has like this piece that extends out that will cure your finger. It's mainly for curing one finger, so if you're doing like the A-press gel method press-ons or whatever, this would be the perfect little lamp. I'll be using it in the video today, even though I'm not doing that type of nail set, but it still cures really good. It took me a while to figure out how to get it to work. It probably would have helped if I read the directions, but when I initially turned it on, it had like a regular light, so I was like, this is kind of weird. How do you change it? So I went back to the manual. I figured the little fingerprint part, if you press it, it would like change something, but I guess I wasn't pressing it right. You kind of have to hold your finger there, but it does change the light setting basically. So you get a regular light setting and then a UV LED light setting that you would use to cure your nails. So when it turns purple, that's the setting you would use to cure. So I guess it's kind of like a little 2-in-1 tiny desk lamp slash curing lamp. I also received this new rechargeable cordless nail drill. This is a really nice nail drill. It comes in different colors. I received the white and gold one. It's so pretty. I love cordless nail drills now because they're so convenient, so you don't have to like worry about that cord like getting stuck on everything. That's what I really like about them. You also get a bunch of other stuff in here. You get a bag of sanding bands in different sizes, another little box with some drill bits and other size sanding bands, also a medium grit ceramic drill bit, which is this white drill bit here, and I'm just gonna put it in the drill to show you guys how to put it in. You want to turn it right to unlock it and then left to lock it. And I was trying to check out like the rest of the drill here at this point in the video. Like I said, I hate reading. And there's also a little case that you can hold it in. And I forgot to mention, there was also a coarse grit drill bit that came with this drill, which are really good drill bits. I've used them with some of their other drills. And there's also a 180 grit hand file. But yeah, there's a little case. It does go in farther, but I had a drill bit on it. You want to use it without the drill bit, obviously. And there's some little stickers in here which are really funny. They're kind of like nail themed stickers. I'm going to show you in a minute once I get them out of here, but they're really cute. They have like these little characters that are shaped like nail products, like their little lamp and like airbrush cans and nail drills and stuff like that. I thought it was really funny, so I guess if you wanted to place these on some of your like nail charm boxes or something, that would be cool. That's what I usually do with my stickers. So I'm gonna go ahead and plug the drill in so you guys can hear it and everything like that. There's a little piece on the back of the drill that you open up. It has like a little lightning bolt on it. You just open that up and plug in the USB cord to charge it. Once you plug it in, there'll be a little blue indicator light by the battery sign on the front of the drill that will blink, and it will turn green once it's charged. As you can see, it's blinking blue right now. So it does come like a little bit charged, but you do want to like fully charge it. It lasts quite a while when it's fully charged. That's what I love about these drills. So to turn it on, you want to press and hold the forward and reverse button to turn it on and off for 3 seconds. It took me a while to figure this out. I had to go back to the manual. And to adjust the RPMs, you just turn the little knob at the end of the drill. It goes all the way up to 30,000 RPMs, which is really good. You know, it won't be like some crappy drill. Anything below 30,000, you kind of gotta watch out. They're usually not great drills. It really doesn't vibrate or anything like that. And as you can hear, even on the highest RPM speed, it's really not that loud. And when it's lower, you could barely even hear it. It doesn't like vibrate or shake when you're using it. And to switch from forward and reverse, you just tap the forward and reverse button one time and it will go back and forth from forward to reverse. So yeah, definitely check the description box and my discount code if you guys are interested in any of these products. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into this tutorial because I'm super excited about these nails. They really remind me of like a fairy tale, and I'm so excited that mine came out so nice. I feel like mine are really wearable, like the way that I did them. At first I was like, I don't know how this is gonna last or like if it's gonna look bulky, but the way I did it, I feel like it's really wearable. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. As you can see, I applied my dehydrator and primer. I did 2 coats of primer. Now I'm going in with a base gel because the base on these nails is going to be Polygel. So I'm curing that base gel in my mini lamp for 60 seconds. I'm not using the Melodysusie lamp yet. I'm going to use it later on when I do the actual design and everything like that, to really show you guys. So right now I'm going to be building up the nails. I'm just using one color on each nail. So I'm using this pink shimmery shade. It's a very light pink shimmery shade from a cart called Sea Sisters. I wanted to do like a moss ombre because I noticed a lot of people were doing the French, so I wanted to change it up and do an ombre with the moss because I thought it would be cute. So this is basically going to serve as the top color on the ombre, and like whatever you see peeking through, it has a slight shimmer to it. It's a very light pink. So I'm only applying one layer of this onto the nails. And when I initially shaped the nails, I made the shape a little more narrow because I noticed some people who did the moss nail trend, their nails looked a little bit wide, and we all know how I hate that wide bulky look on my nails. So I figured making the shape a little bit more narrow at first would make the overall result look less wide, if that makes any sense. So that's why I'm doing it like this, and also why I'm only applying one layer of Polygel, because I really didn't want them to be thick and bulky and stuff like that. So on this next nail, I'm going to be using this purple shimmery shade. It's pretty similar to the pink one that I just put on the nail. It's kind of like one of those metallic colors with the shimmer in it, but it's a purple one. Basically, this one is also from my cart, from their Rouge kit. So if you guys are interested in these polygels, I'll try to link them below in my Amazon store. I'm not really sure what happened with the Macart affiliate program. I think they switched up their affiliate program. So if you still want to support your girl, you got to purchase through my Amazon store now. So I don't know whatever happened with the discount code or anything, but I'm not about to ask because yeah, I'm over it at this point. If you're a long time affiliate with Macart, you already know. But anyways, when I'm applying this polygel onto the nail, I squeeze it right out onto the nail, and the little rounded end that squeezes out of the bottle first, I use that to kind of build my apex. So if you guys watch my video a lot, I apply my polygel the same way, but for those of you that don't, I usually start patting the polygel around the cuticle area and onto the nail bed, like that little rounded end, to build the apex. And then the rest of the polygel, I'm just going side to side down the nail. I'm using isopropyl alcohol as a slip solution. It works really good with this polygel because this polygel is a little more stiff.
Weenie. Weenie. Weenie.
Okay, so now that the base on all of the nails is done, I did go ahead and cleanse the tacky layer of gel off of the nails with just a little bit of isopropyl alcohol. So I'm going to be using this drill first on 18,000 RPMs to debulk with the medium grit ceramic drill bit. I actually use this drill bit normally in my videos. I did turn it down a little bit because it was taking off quite a bit of product pretty fast, which means this drill is really powerful than most drills I'm used to, so that's a good thing. So I turned it down a little bit because I didn't want to take off too much product, because like I said earlier, I really didn't apply that much to begin with, because we don't want to end up with like really wide nails in the end after doing this moss nail design. So I'm turning it off right now, and I'm going to switch the drill bit. I'm going to use the man drill bit that also came with the drill with a 180 sanding band. I accidentally had it on reverse, so I'm just switching it back to forward. So I'm just continuing to file the nails with this drill bit. I really like using sanding bands when I'm doing polygel, because polygel is really soft compared to acrylic, so you really don't need anything that coarse. I mean, I do sometimes use the medium grit drill bit, but you can get away with just using a 180 sanding band and the man drill bit. Really, since it's so soft, I did have to crank up the RPMs a little bit just to take off the product a little bit faster, because when you have a lower grit, it obviously doesn't take off as much product. You kind of just have to learn your speeds or whatever. If I were to be removing product, I would go up to 25,000 RPMs. I'm going to use the coarse grit drill bit on my thumb though, because I didn't want to use it on my other nails and take off too much product. There was a little bit extra product on the thumb, so I figured I would demonstrate with that drill bit once I get to the thumb. But basically I'm just doing my usual method for filing. I'm filing around the cuticle area first to seal around the cuticle. So I file the product down really low, like get behind the cuticle to seal it. And then I just file over the surface of the nails and along the side walls and underneath the nails. Now I'm going to go ahead and use the coarse grit drill bit to file the thumb, since like I said, it has a little bit more product than the other nails. I did use it on a lower speed because I didn't want to take off too much. I'm using it on 18,000 RPMs with a very light hand. This is actually the drill bit I do use to remove my nails, and it works really good. I use it on 25,000 RPMs, and it takes the product down really fast if you have the right drill. And what I like about it is it's not like scary compared to most coarse grit bits. It's doable because it has like a little bit of a safety guard like towards the top of the bit, so you don't have to worry about like cutting your finger or anything like that. And I am going to use one of the cuticle bits that came with this kit as well. I'm not going to use the other ones because those are kind of like bits you would kind of use to clean under your nail or whatever. I'm just going to use this one. It's a little round cuticle bit, which actually does do something. The other ones are just like those basic drill bits that come with every drill really, which nobody ever really uses, honestly. I do use these though, because these cuticle bits work really, really good. You just want to make sure you use your bits on a lower speed and make sure you always keep your drill moving to avoid friction against your nail. I'm going to take the hand file and shape them up. Right now I'm just prepping the new hand file by taking old hand file and running it across the new one so it's not so sharp when I use it. For this shape I'm doing a long, like very narrow tapered square shape, so it's going to be like a square shape but not so wide, because we know the reason why. We don't want to end up with like clunky nails. So I'm just filing along the sides just to kind of redefine the shape. So I'm filing straight a couple times on the side and then just angling my file inwards and filing in towards the tip to taper the tip. I had a little bit of skin here, so I'm just using my cuticle nipper to take that off. And to file the free edge, I'm just going to hold my file and file straight across. And when I'm done filing the nails, I do buff over the surface of them to buff out any scratches or whatever. You always want to do that before you do nail art so there's no scratches showing through. My camera did die during the buffing process, but I did catch a little bit of it.
Ringy.
Okay, so to do the moss design, I'm going to be using 2 different color mosses because I feel like you get a more realistic look that way. But I wanted to use lighter colors because I wanted that really pretty, happy, bright, like fairy tale type of vibe. I didn't want to use dark moss. I actually got this moss from Shein. It was really cheap. I had it for something else, but I figured I would use it for this because you need very little. So you want to start by like cutting the moss into small pieces. I actually do end up cutting it into smaller pieces than this because I found that it was a lot easier the smaller the pieces are. This design looked like it was going to be easy, but it was kind of hard to get this to stick to the nails. You have to use a lot of gel to get it to stick. So I'm going to use some McCart rhinestone gel, basically put a big blob of it onto the tips of my nails since I'm doing the ombre look, and then just kind of like pick up little pieces of the moss and place it into the gel. Some of it wouldn't stay on, so I had to go back and take a little bit more gel and kind of like put it on the nail and then put the moss into it. I did get some of the gel on the moss, but I feel like it looks more realistic when you get some of the gel onto the moss because it gives it kind of like, I don't know, kind of like a glaze, I guess, and it just looks more real. I can't really explain it, but you can see what I'm doing. But as you can see, these size pieces were working, but it made it easier when I cut them smaller. So, and it does help to kind of like push the moss into the gel. It took a while to get this nail right. And since I really didn't want that wide look, I was pushing the moss like just onto the nail so it wasn't so wide. I am going to be trimming the moss later on. It's kind of like all over the place, and that's not the look I wanted to go for. I wanted more of like a wearable clean cut look because I noticed on some people's nails that did the moss nail trend, the nails looked a little bit bushy and I really hated that. So I really didn't want mine to look like that.
Ringy.
I'm gonna go ahead and use the mini lamp to cure my nails, and this little lamp cures really good. Like, it cured the moss really well. So if you're looking for a good lamp that actually cures your nail all the way through when you're doing like press on nails or whatever, I highly recommend this little lamp, because like it instantly cured the nail, which was really nice. So as you can see, I cut the moss into smaller pieces this time, like even smaller, so that they were easier to pick up and put on the nail. I feel like I could just kind of like apply it better to the nail, even though it was still a little bushy looking, because obviously you have to trim it up and everything, but it was just easier to get onto the nail, if that makes any sense, instead of working with like big huge pieces of it.
Weenie. Weenie. Weenie.
Alright, so now I'm going to take my scissors and just trim up the edges. So I'm trimming along the sides definitely, so it gives the nails a more clean cut look, like less wide. And then I'm going over the top of the moss and trimming that down a little bit so it's not so puffy. I really didn't like that bushy look, so I just wanted to look more neat. As you can see, it looks way better like this. Like, I never thought I would be like trimming moss on my nails. It's kind of funny to watch and think about, like I'm literally gardening on my nails right now, but it's all good. It came out super cute in the end. That's all that matters, and at least they're unique, you know? Like, not a lot of people could walk around and say they literally have a garden, like a fairy garden, dream garden on their nails. Like, you be really popping out there with these nails. Like, I'm really gonna wear these nails out. Like, they're cute as hell to me. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and apply the charms. Now the charms were a little bit hard to get to like kind of stay on the moss. You have to apply quite a bit of gel to get them to stay on there so you can cure your nail. Maybe it could be the rhinestone gel that I was using, but you want to apply a good amount so that they stay on good. So I have all these different color butterflies. As you can see, I literally dug through like all my nail charms, literally every freaking color butterfly you could think of. I had it all on my desk, even though I didn't use all of them, but I couldn't figure out which ones I wanted to use. I was kind of just like grabbing stuff as I go, but I wanted them all in front of me so that I can just, you know, go with the flow or whatever. So I have different color gold butterflies that I'm going to be using. I have different color flowers, all different kinds of flowers and roses that I'm also going to be putting on my nails. I also have little different heart charms, so I'm basically applying a couple of those to each nail. You don't want to apply too many, just a few to give it like a little something. If you overcrowd it, it's going to look really bad.
Rainy.
After the charms are applied, I'm gonna go ahead and top coat the nails, and no, it doesn't stop here. Me being extra me had to add a little something else to the nails. So while I'm top coating the nails, I'm just gonna run a little bit of top coat through some of the moss in random areas, and I'm gonna sprinkle some of this kind of like clear iridescent glitter onto the moss just to give it a slight sparkle. I really wanted that fairy tale vibe, and I feel like just that slight little bit of glitter just did a little something for the nails. I was like, yes, this is exactly what I had in mind. It was so cute. Like just that little hint of sparkle, it really reminded me of a fairy tale.
Greeny.
To finish up, I'm gonna go ahead and top coat all of the metal charms and some of the flowers so that they don't fade or lose their coating when I wash my hands. And then I'm gonna also add a little AB rhinestone to the middle of the flowers. These type of flowers, you have to add the stone to the middle of them. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And that's pretty much it. I hope you guys like this set. Let me know what you think of it in the comments. Please leave me a like before you leave. I would really appreciate it. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe before you leave and hit the notification bell so you get notified when I upload a new video. And if you're not following me on Instagram and TikTok, make sure you do that so we can stay connected on there. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye. Love you guys.
Greeny. Greeny.